Day, afternoon. My name is Tam. If I'm not a familiar face, welcome. There's a Colorado mask ordinance in effect. If you are not aware, you can exempt yourself if you have a medical condition or you feel you can't safely breathe with a mask. With those exemptions, I will not be teaching with a mask today. Let's go ahead and get started to warm up our wrists. So come to a tabletop position and take your pinkies to the very edge of your mat. And then imagine like you're going to do middle splits with your pinky to your thumb. Spread your fingers as wide as possible. When you have a really wide grip, begin to find movement back and forth and then side to side. And from the moment that you begin to move, start to deepen your breath. Those of you at home, we will cue up our playlist. First song is Take It Slow. We'll hit play in 3, in 2, and 1. The idea here is that we want to put weight into every square millimeter of our hand, front, back, side to side. We spend quite a bit of time on our hands in rockets, so we want to make sure that our wrist joints, our hand, our forearms are properly warmed up. Beautiful movements. If you've had enough where you are, you can turn the innards of your wrist to face one another, your middle finger to the outer edge of your mat, think 3 and 9. From here, you'll find movement side to side, forward and back. If you're creative, you can draw a shape, maybe your name. Allow your breath to grow deeper, as if without it you wouldn't be able to move at all. Beautiful. If you've had enough here, turn your fingers towards your knees, the wrist towards the top of your space. Microbend your elbows and very gently pull your heels towards, your sit bones towards your heels. A reminder that nothing should ever feel hot, sticky, or sharp within our practice. That's your body saying it's had too much, but you want an uncomfortable sensation. Notice the lack of sound that's happening. That means you're not breathing, right? Yeah, keep it coming. Beautiful. From here, we'll return through tabletop position. We'll do finger push-ups. Your 4 knuckles will stay on the earth. The only thing that will lift is your palm and your thumbs. It looks something like this. Inhale up, exhale lower, both hands at the same time. Easy for you. Slide your knees back so you're in push-up position. Inhale up, exhale lower. If you want even more, you can come to high plank. Inhale up, exhale lower. Keep moving and breathing. We're here for just 5. Final 4. Last 3, 2. Find your way through downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, press your hips up and back. Find any kind of movement that you need here. Pedal your feet, maybe 3-legged dog or high plank. As you begin to settle into the shape of your body, notice if you have any expectations of yourself, this class, or your practice today. Where could you step into gratitude for what is rather than requiring what you think you need? Next, exhale, bend your knees generously, look forward. On your inhale, 10 tiny steps to ragdoll. As you arrive, take your toes just behind your wrists, wide stance. Any bind goes. Allow the crown of your head to drip towards the earth. Sarah, bend your knees. Find one more giant breath in. As you exhale, release your bind, heel toe your feet together to touch. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, pull your collarbones towards the mirror, hug your belly up and in, micro bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, standing mountain, sweep towards the sky, palms to touch. Let's focus on the shape for a minute. This is handstand. Pull your tailbone down. Imagine like you could knit your rib cage towards your hip tip, strong core. Pull your shoulders down your back, gaze at your thumbs. Take one more breath in, fill up. Exhale, forward fold, hinge down. Inhale, half lift, flat back, belly in. Exhale, high plank, plant your hands and step back. It's a foundational pose for this class, so let's take a look. Puff through your shoulder blades like crazy. Nice, Emma. Drag your toes towards your wrists. Scoop your low belly up and in. Squeeze your glutes, your inner thighs. Now begin to shift forward. Exhale, lower chaturanga, just till your elbows barely graze your side body. Inhale, upward facing. Pull your heart through the gate of your arm. Press your feet down. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths to land. On your next exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Inhale, float to the top. Take a little hop. Half lift, same breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, standing mountain, palms to touch, look up, belly in. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, flat spine. Exhale, high plank, plant your hands, step back. We'll go through a rocket vinyasa. Puff like crazy between your shoulder blades. Hug your belly in. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Pull your heart through the gate of your arms. Exhale, chaturanga. Bend your elbows, tuck your toes. Inhale, lift up, high plank. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. Notice yourself. Let's do that one more time for fun and so we all have it in our bodies. Inhale, ripple, roll forwards. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, chaturanga, punch your belly in. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time through Sun A, any variations welcome. Exhale, bend your knees, prepare. Inhale, hop, step, or float. Half lift, breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, rib cage down, heart up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa, handstand, rocket variation, skip it all together. Do what serves you. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. The yoga in this class, in all of these classes, are not the postures we do with our body, the asana, but instead the self-study, the way we watch ourselves. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Inhale, hop, step, or float. Half lift, breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink low, pull your hips farther back, squeeze your inner thighs. Palms to touch, look at your thumbs. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa, your way. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. Right leg forward, warrior one. Feel the outer edge of your left foot down. Take your hands to your hips first time here. Drive your right hip back. Really press your left hip forward. Now seal your tailbone towards the earth. No back bend. Take your palms to touch. Gaze up. Find a breath in. Exhale, vinyasa. Exhale to press up and back. Downward facing dog. Left leg forward. Warrior one. Inhale, rise. Focus on your hips. Take your hands to your hip tips. Really pull your left hip back. Squeeze your glutes together for glute. Wrap your inner thighs together. Sink a little lower. Take a breath in. Exhale, vinyasa. Plant your palms. Beautiful control. Exhale to press up and back. Downward facing dog. Keep your expectations in line with your personal reality. Exhale, bend your knees, prepare. Inhale, everybody handstand to the top or imagine. Half lift, breath in, nice Marta. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, one breath up. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, half lift or prepare. Exhale, vinyasa. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. Right leg forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise, look up. Exhale, vinyasa or your variation. Move with the truth of your own breath. If I'm going faster or slower, move with your pace. Emma, squeeze your ankles and your butt when you're up there. Left leg forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise, gaze at your palms. Exhale, vinyasa or your variation through down dog. Exhale to press up and back. Inner worlds, outer worlds. What you see outside of you is a direct correlation to what you've created inside. How does life look? Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Inhale, handstand or imagine to the top. Half lift, breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, palms to touch, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Little change. Option crow pose or malasana. If you're in malasana, heels and toes out. Elbows to your inner thighs, lift your heart space. If you're in crow pose, plant your hands. Take your knees up towards your armpits, not your triceps. Look forward, lead with your chin. Curl one heel, maybe the other, then maybe both. Option one, stay. Option two, imagine pressing to handstand. Option three, do it. Step, jump, or float. Nice, Sophie. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. As Sophie just pointed out, grunting is really helpful to get you to where you need to be. Right leg forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise, look at your thumbs. If you know handstand, take it. If you need a demo, you can gaze towards me or Taylor. Plant your hands, shift your right foot back, lift your heel. Straight leg like warrior three, look between your thumbs. Inhale up, kick your butt. Exhale, lower. Left leg stays straight the whole time. You're using your breath. It's just a breathing exercise. We'll meet in down dog in 3, in 2, downward facing dog. Left leg forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise, gaze at your thumbs. Exhale, handstand, plant your hand. Shift your left foot back, right hip tip down like warrior three. And then kick your butt, heel to glute. Beautiful, we're here for 3, for 2, downward facing dog or vinyasa. Notice your expectations. What's happening in your mindscape? Next exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Inhale, arrive at the top. Half lift, breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, palms to touch, look up. Little change, interlace your hands. Shine the webbing towards the sky. Pull your tailbone down, flat low back. This is handstand shape. Now take your pinkies farther towards the curtains. Take a giant breath in. As you exhale, half chair pose. Bring your rib cage almost to touch your front thighs, but lift your pinkies higher. This is supposed to be one of the hardest moments in class. How are you showing up in challenge? Take one more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift or crow pose. Exhale, step, jump, or float, vinyasa. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. Give our arms a break, right leg forward, warrior one. Inhale, rise, look at your thumbs. Are you in control of your breath? Take one more inhale. Exhale, warrior two, slice open. Find your Virabhadrasana dance, surf in and out of your front knee. And then cultivate a sense of stillness. Squeeze your glutes together to hug your low belly up and in. Be a warrior everywhere but your face. Stay for your breath in. As you exhale, straighten your front leg, shorten your stance, prepare for triangle pose. Tick-tock yourself down and forward. Maybe hand to your shin or full variation. Grab your big toe, peace sign fingers. Gaze towards your lifted thumb. Find one more breath in. As you exhale, pyramid, drop your left hand down, hop your left foot up and out. Wider is always a little easier. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. 2 more, breath in and out. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, fold and hold. Stay or option to twist, left hand down. Extend your right fingertips towards the sky. Little self-assist, drop your right hand on your low back. Make sure it's nice and flat. Re-extend your right hand, gaze up. Take a giant breath in. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, standing splits. Lift your left leg up. Always an option to take it up into handstand. Begin to peel your top hip open. Slowly step back, extended side angle. Either fingertips towards the sky or reach your middle finger towards the mirror, thumb to face up. Plug your shoulder back into your body. Sink lower in your legs, squeeze your glutes, exhale. Take a breath in. Little different transition. Left hand down, come onto your left toes. Crescent moon, left knee down. Inhale, hands up, reach up. Exhale, right hand to your right thigh. Exhale, twist, shoulder outside of your quad. Take your hands to prayer, hug your belly in. Option to lift your thigh, to open or bind your arms. Non-negotiable is your breath. There it is. One more inhale. Exhale, vinyasa, plant your palms. Nice, Courtney. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple, roll forward, high plank. Lower down to your forearms. Option 1, forearms are flat on the earth, palms flat like the number 11. Option 2, index finger, thumb to touch like the top of a triangle. Stay here and puff. Option 2, walk yourself closer towards your elbows, lift your hip tips up, gaze at your elbows. Option 3 is dolphin push-ups, kiss your thumbs, mwah, press back up. Option 4, lift a leg, take a hop. We want to hear lots of breaths while we're upside down in focus or in effort. Final 3, 2, downward facing dog, option 2, vinyasa. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Left leg forward, warrior 1. Inhale, rise, look at your thumbs. Pull your rib cage down, hug your low belly in. We're attempting to find inversions, handstand shape in each posture. Take a breath in. Exhale, warrior 2, slice open. Find a little dance. As you cultivate stillness, press your left knee towards the left wall, squeeze your glutes together. Next exhale, straighten your front leg, shorten your stance, triangle, reach forward, forward, and then tick-tock yourself down, hand to shin or peace sign fingers, grab your biggest toe. Spiral your heart open, squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Take a big breath in. Exhale, right hand down, pyramid pose, hop your right foot up and out. Readjust, inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. 2 more, breath in and out. Nice breath, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and hold. Stay or twist, right hand down, extend your left fingertips towards the sky. If you like the self-assist, drop your hand to your low back. Once you found a flat low back, re-extend your hand and gaze. Take a breath in. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, standing splits. Kick your right leg up. Anything goes here. You can bend your knees. You can handstand. What do you need? Slowly begin to peel your top hip open. Exhale, extended side angle, big wide sweeping step back. Fingertips towards the sky or reach towards the mirror. Plug your shoulder back into your body, thumb to face up. Stay breath in. As you exhale, drop your right hand down, come onto your toes, drop your right knee down, inhale, crescent moon. Left hand, left thigh, lift your right arm higher. Exhale, deep lateral twist. Hands to heart, spiral your chest. Find a similar variation that you did on the other side. Notice yourself. One more inhale. Exhale, vinyasa of choice. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. Pinch a party, part 2. Inhale, ripple, roll forward. Lower down to your forearms, palms flat to the earth, 11 or triangle shape. Lift your hips, walk your toes towards your elbows. Dolphin push-ups, kiss your thumbs, press back up, or lift your opposite leg, take a little hop. Heel to glute is always the easiest alignment for body stacking. Nice, Katie. You've got about 3 more breaths. You're close, Jesse. When you're ready, find your way back through downward facing dog. Find Padangusthasana. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Take your feet hip distance apart. Capture your big toe with your peace sign fingers. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Tuck your chin to your chest. The stories you hear of I can't, allow that to drip out of the crown of your head, leaving behind only possibility and capabilities. Bend your elbows. Pull yourself closer. Bend your knees. I want belly to thigh compression. Keep your bind. Stay. Exhale. Inhale, lift, lengthen, straighten your arms. Exhale, Padahastasana, step onto your hands. You can paddle back and forth as a little thank you, or tuck your chin towards your chest. Stay for one more magic breath in. Ragdoll, exhale, capture opposite elbow. You can find movement, stillness. Begin to notice how what you are experiencing is a direct reflection of what you've created inside of yourself. If you know the press drill, you're welcome to take that. If you're with me, inhale, roll up one vertebral body at a time. We're going to take handstand on our toes, arguably the hardest thing that we do in this class. Inhale, sweep your hands overhead. Flex the heel of your hand towards the ceiling. I want to see your shoulders towards your ears like they're a scarf. Pull your rib cage down, pull your tailbone down. Now come up onto your tippy toes. Last step, look at your thumbs. Whoa, feel yourself wiggle. Take one step forward. Exhale, another step forward. Keep breathing and looking up. We'll hold handstand at the top of your mat. Look towards your thumbs in 5. Tailbone down, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Step your right foot back. Inhale, sweep your hands overhead. Look up. Parallel your toes. Exhale, wide leg forward. Fold, plant your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk your hands. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Try to find a 90-degree bend in the shape of your arms. It's like the shape of a box. Sarah, take your feet way wider. Stay, exhale. Inhale, half lift, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, grab your hips, elbows wide. Inhale, rise and reach, look up. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your low back. Inhale, lift, puff your chest. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. Swan dive forward. Pull your pinkies closer towards the earth. Open through your shoulders. That will help you with pincha. Keep your bind. Exhale. As you inhale, let your bind lift you to standing. Pause, breath out. Inhale, sweep your hands overhead. Look up. Exhale, tee your arms. Grab your biggest toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Use the strength of your upper body to create length in your lower body. Micro bend your knees to dial the under part of your seat, your landing gear, towards the ceiling. Pull your chin towards your chest. Stay, exhale. Inhale, come up onto your palms. Exhale, Samukhanasana, middle splits. Heel toe your feet as wide as possible with an active squeeze in your inner thighs and glutes. Always an option to lower down to your forearms. What emotion are you creating with your mind? Maybe notice yourself thinking, how much longer are we here? Possibilities only exist in the unknown. Stay, exhale. Inhale, plant your palms. We'll do splits today. Walk yourself towards your right leg. Drop your left knee down. We're going to do this a little bit different. Rocket splits, you seal your right foot down. So it'll look a little bit more like crescent moon. Then you'll slowly start to shift your left knee back. Your right foot will only start to lift as you enter into a full splits variation. Stay where you are and appreciate your chapter. Not here for long. Stay, exhale. Inhale, walk back through a wide leg variation. And then to the front of the room, drop your right knee down, left foot flat, shift your hips forward. Rocket variation opens the psoas rather than the hamstring. Stay here, slowly start to shift your right knee back until you enter a more full splits variation. Notice the desire to leave being uncomfortable. Stay, exhale. Inhale, shift forward, come back through wide leg forward fold, little transition. Turn your fingertips towards the mural, reach farther back, and then like a fireman down a pole, slowly slide down your arms, little plop. Flex your toes towards your face. Inhale, sweep your hands overhead, look up. Exhale, Uttanasana Konasana, grab the outer edge of your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fall asleep. Lay your rib cage or your forehead to the earth. Not available today, imagine what it feels like to lay flat. Stay for one more breath in and a breath out. Gently release your feet, slowly walk yourself towards seated. All right, we'll do just one set of Mula Bandha checkups today. Take your feet in a little bit closer, flex your toes towards your face. I'll demo and Taylor will demo for the camera. We're gonna turn towards our right leg. Our legs are tight, so they're light, right? Flex or point your toes. Taylor and I are gonna take a dramatic breath in and a big breath out. We're gonna press into the earth, squeeze our pelvic floor, lift our hips. From here, maybe we lift one heel at a time, or maybe we hover both. Sound good? All right, let's do it. Turn towards your right leg, take a big breath in. Exhale, fold. Press, lift, squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Little windshield wipering. Turn towards your left leg. Giant breath in. Thick breath out. Press, lift, squeeze. 5, 4. Flex or point your toes. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. All right. Try crow pose towards the front of your mat. Plant your hands. Pull your chin farther forward than you think. Knees atop your shoulders, not your triceps. Jesse, that was awesome. Puff, puff, puff for 3. For 2. Step jumper handstand. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. I will always offer variations that are outside of your current capability to plant the idea of what's coming. Take a big breath out. Ha. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, jumper, float. Half lift, breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, palms to touch, look up. Exhale, reverse prayer, grab opposite elbow. Inhale, lift your heart space. Exhale, step your right foot back, pivot to the back. Readjust your stance for pyramid pose. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold forward, chin or forehead to shin. Anchor your right hip back. Stay for one more exhale. Inhale, rise. Pivot, right toes in, left toes out. Readjust. Inhale, lift, puff. Exhale, fold. Anchor your left thigh bone back and then squeeze, wrap your inner thighs together. Stay for your final exhale. Change, inhale, rise. Exhale, Samastiti, toes come to touch. Salute the sun, any variations, handstands welcome. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift or prepare. Exhale, vinyasa, your way. Nice, Sophie. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. Notice yourself. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, tiny ball pose at the top of your mat. Beautiful. Shift your knees towards the right. Take your left hand to your left thigh. Inhale, sweep your right arm up. Exhale, deep lateral twist. Shoulder all the way outside of your quad. If you only have your elbow, that makes this much harder. Hands to prayer, look up. Option, stay here, enjoy the twist. Or side crow, plant your hands. Look farther forward, pull your chin forward. Keep your knee to shoulder connection. Kick your feet to the side. You're welcome for any variations. Send your top leg back. Maybe forward. Maybe float yourself through vinyasa. Belly flop is beautiful too. As you're ready, we'll find tiny ball towards the front. Hop there, or just switch your knees to the left. Right hand, right thigh. Inhale, sweep your left arm. Exhale, big twist, shoulder outside of your thigh, hands to heart. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Now plant your hands, keep your knee to shoulder connection, look forward, kick your toes forward. Beautiful variations. Nice, Courtney. Exhale, back through downward facing dog. Exhale to press up and back. Shorten your down dog, take 1 or 2 steps forward, look towards your hands, hop through onto a seat any way you'd like. We'll find Crown Chasana, bend your right knee. If your knee is like, oh my God, find half tree here. Ideally though, we want to stay in this shape so we have knee health. Hug your left knee in, pull your low belly up and in. From here, take your hands to your foot, extend your left leg up. Find a full breath in. As you exhale, fold. Hug your low belly up and in, proud chest. Inhale, look up. Release your right hand. Release your left hand. Hold or little pulse for 3, for 2, and 1. We'll switch right to the left leg. Jesse, you're welcome to go. Left knee outside. Stay here, or half tree for you. Hug your right knee in. Lift your chest up. Notice no hunchback of Notre Dame, right? Up and proud. Take your claws to your hands. Extend your right leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, kiss your shin. Nice breath. Stay. Exhale. Inhale, look up. Pull your left hand away. Pull your right hand away. Hold and hover. Maybe a little pulse for 3, for 2, and 1. Beautiful. From here, shift forward, plant your hands, jump back through vinyasa. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple, roll forward, high plank. Slow lower all the way down to your belly. Take your big toes to touch. Sweep your hands back behind you, thumbs to touch your hips, palms face up, big exhale. Inhale, lift only your upper body off the mat. Press your cobra tail down to leverage your chest higher. Inhale, Superman, extend your hands straight out in front of you, lift your feet up. Option to swim or kick if you'd like for just 3, 2, interlace your hands behind you, pull, leverage your heart forward, lift your feet higher for 3, for 2, and 1. Release. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. Option 1, child's pose. Option 2, Virasana or Supta Virasana, knees touch, sit in between your ankles. Option 3 is headstand. Does anyone need a headstand demo? Happy to do it. Yes, okay, perfect. We're gonna do supported today. I'm gonna grab opposite elbow to make sure I know my shoulders are wide enough. I'm gonna grab my hands and I'm gonna tuck my little pinky under to protect my pinky. I'm gonna put my headband line onto the earth, my hands to the back of my head. From here, I really press into my elbows, strong shoulders, tuck my toes, lift my hips. Almost no weight on my head. My elbows are working so much. Slowly walk yourself forward, lift a leg. We never hop in a headstand, slowly lift up. If you can see your toes, you'll never fall backwards as a source of control. Katie, standing splits, lift one leg up. Yeah, and then lean into it. You got it, girl. Yes, that's it. Squeeze your glutes, your inner thighs. We'll find our way back through downward facing dog in 3, in 2, and 1, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple, roll forward, high plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. I'm gonna do a little synchronized swimming today. Sweep your hands out in front of you and make sure your space is totally clear. Beautiful. From here, we'll find floor bow. Bend your knees to capture both ankles at the same time. If not possible, grab awkward ankle first. Stay, exhale. Inhale, lift, kick up. Kick so deeply that you begin to roll onto your thighs. Stay, one more inhale. As you exhale, knock yourself over to the right. Kick, kick, kick. Toes to touch. Turn your chin just slightly towards the ceiling. Keep your legs. Inhale back through your belly. Exhale, knock yourself left to the other side. Michelle, no laughing. You know the deal. Come on. Yeah, you got it. There it is. Stay, exhale. Inhale, roll back up onto your belly. Kick the hardest you've kicked. And now, keep the shape, but just release your hands. Squeeze your butt and your hamstrings. Lift higher, higher, higher. Exhale, release. Take your hands just underneath your shoulders. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pull yourself forward and up. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way onto your shins. We'll find camel today. If you know it, please don't let me waste your time. We'll take 2 sets. If you need a little demo, tuck your toes, take your hands to your hip pockets. Wrap your elbows together. Press your hip flexors forward. Begin to look up. Continue to shift your gaze towards the ceiling, maybe even beyond. Press your hips forward. Nice, Katie. Stay, exhale. Inhale, slowly come up. Untuck your toes, sit onto your heels. If your back is feeling sensitive, stay here. If not, you're welcome to find embryo pose for just a moment. In our second variation, you're welcome for any deeper options in your practice. Inhale, slowly rise. Second, camel. This time, maybe if your toes were tucked, untuck your toes, hands to your hips, press your hips forward. Stay, or maybe locate both ankles, continue to press your hips forward. 2 more breaths. Inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, melt your hips towards your heels. Stay upright, or option to gently fold towards embryo pose. This is the energetic arc of class. If you notice yourself getting upset, having enough, this is meant to mimic life. How do you show up when things feel hard? Option 2, vinyasa, or just flip yourself over so that your belly button faces towards the ceiling. We're gonna do 3 back bends, bridge, supported bridge, full wheel. You get to decide. Walk your heels in towards your glutes. Make sure your middle finger can touch the back line of your foot. Take a big breath out, exhale. No one. Okay, find one more breath in. Deep HA, ha. There it is. Inhale, lift up, first back bend, 3 breaths. Only you know when you've reached your third exhale. Slowly lower down. Reset for just a moment. Second back bend. Lift your hips up. This time 4 breaths. Nice, Emma. Wherever you are, wrap your inner thighs together. As you reach your 4th exhale, slowly lower down, only for a moment. Final back bend of class. Inhale, lift yourself up. 5 deep, loud, full, rich breaths. When you reach your 5th breath, only you know, slowly lower down. You can find fallen bridge, feet wide, knees in, or Supta Baddha Konasana, toes in, knees wide. What do you need to continue the last few moments of class? What will remind you that you are capable beyond measure? That you could achieve more than you could ever dare to dream of? Let's pump our breath a little bit. Find a full inhale. Deep breath out. Big inhale. Deep breath out. Big inhale. Exhale. Full breath in. HA. Inhale, fill up. Hold breath retention at the top. What does your inner wisdom have to say? Begin to return to a normal rhythm of breath. And only as you're ready, find your way through downward facing dog. Okay, I'll tell you a little rocket secret. Don't tell the rest. Full back bending is a real BITCH because it tends to let go of your core a little bit. So in order to do good handstanding, we now have to do more core work. I'm sorry, it's just the way the anatomy goes. Inhale, ripple, roll forward, high plank, hold. Option to stay here. This is one of the greatest shapes to learn handstand, or take your right knee to your nose, hold and squeeze, puff for 5. Squeeze more, 4, 3, puff, 2, high plank, hold for 5, 4, 3, no grunting or whining here, 2, left knee to your nose, hug and squeeze. This is handstand shape. Press and puff. Same engagement in your shoulders and your upper back. Same engagement in your core and your straight leg. I'm still counting. 2, high plank, hold for 3, for 2, lower down to your knees. Beautiful. If you know handstanding, please don't let me waste your time. Take it up, toes towards the ceiling. I'll walk you through hopping, one of the best ways to come into handstand, the most amount of control. Walk yourself forward so that your shoulders are over your wrist, puff like crazy. From here, we're going to find a little tiny chicken nugget shape. We'll stay, exhale. Inhale, hop, kick your butt, exhale, lower. Inhale, hop, kick your butt, exhale, lower. Option to kick, step one leg forward. Left leg is straight, hip tip down. Inhale, up, kick your butt, exhale, lower. Take it up. You're also welcome to work on anything else. Nice, Courtney. We're about halfway, so if you're kicking with a favorite leg, we all have one. Time to kick with the drunk giraffe one. Beautiful. Come down for just a second, you guys. So one of the most common mistakes, I still have a really hard time with it in my practice. For some reason, we tend to kick out a little bit. So when we're in the air, it looks a little bit like this, right? Not ideal. We want to really energetically, this one, I like to start with my foot in, like awkwardly in, right? So not even here, here. This helps to remind us to squeeze, wrap our inner thighs together. In an ideal world, when we do this, then we're stacked, excuse me, whoops, here, right? Not here, because this is cartwheel. Does that make sense? So even standing, you can notice here, cartwheel, half moon, handstand, better handstand. Sound good? Let's try just one more time each side with that deep internal rotation. Squeeze your thighs like crazy. Emma, did you feel that difference? Switch legs if you haven't already. Michelle, that was amazing. Internally rotate more, Michelle. Jesse, those toes are out to the side. In. Find downward facing dog, hips up, toes down. Inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. Exhale, half pigeon pose, knee wide. Inhale, lift your heart space. Exhale, fold and soften down. Could you study the story you tell yourself about yourself? I can't handstand, then that will be true. I'm not flexible, then you've set yourself up for that to be true. Notice what your inner narration is. Five more breaths to deepen your breath or your variation. Big breath in. H-A ha. Inhale, rise. Go Mukasana, cow face, sweep right, hug your knee to the center, left leg up and over. Little rock back and forth, side to side may help. Shape doesn't matter as long as you feel sensation. Pull your chin over your knee, bow forward. If you want a little bit more, palms to face up. Turn into receptive feminine energy. Full breath in, deep out. Two more, inhale. Exhale. Breath in. HA. Inhale, rise. Normally I give options here, but I just watched your handstands. Only option now is to handstand. Plant your hands, tuck your toes. Take it up to handstand through down dog. Love these extra hops, y'all. Exhale to press up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg to the sky. Exhale, sweeping wide. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold and soften. Don't make sense. Notice if your mind has taken you somewhere else. Very gently return to all the sensations you feel in the here and now. For just a moment, could you imagine a life where you saw yourself fully for the incredible, beautiful, wonderful human that you are? 5 more breaths to revel in how glorious you are. Final breath in, gentle breath out. Inhale, rise. Gomukhasana, sweep left. Hug your knee to center. Take your leg up and over. Find your shift, whatever that looks like. And then as you're ready, bow forward. Take your chin over your knee. If you did so before, palms to face up. Find a full breath in. Deep exhale. 2 more on your own. Next, inhale, rise. Plant your hands. Last chance to handstand. Tuck your toes. Take your hips up. And then exhale, make your way through downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Make your way onto a seat. Find a comfortable seated position. This can look like Sukhasana, half or full lotus, any other variations. If you know your forehead doesn't touch the earth or you don't know what I'm talking about, grab a water bottle, maybe place it on its side about 6 inches in front of you. Grab for opposite elbow just behind you. Inhale, lift your heart space. As you exhale, fold forward and attempt to put your third eye on something. With your eyes closed, send your internal gaze to the space between your eyebrows. Your Ajna chakra, the seat of intuition. This chakra allows you to have clear sight. How could you see yourself more clearly? Stay, exhale. Inhale, slowly rise. Release your bind friend, Yana Mudra. Thumb and index fingers touch. Take the tops of your wrists to your knees. Sit tall and supreme. Imagine like your tailbone was connected to the very core of the earth. Then lift the crown of your head towards the ethers above. A reminder that you are a spiritual being having a very human experience. Stay for 1 more breath in and out. Open your eyes. We're going to lift our seat. This is easiest if you have full lotus. Second easiest option is the outer edges of your feet to the earth. Take your hands just in front of your hips. Press, lift your hips up. Final option is an L-sit. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Option 1 is Shavasana. Option 2 to keep your charge, we'll do seated meditation. Find your way back to a tall seat. Close your eyes. Lift your heart space towards the ether. Pull your low belly towards the earth. Allow yourself to get lost in the sound of your own breath. Begin to gather your breath, your energy into your heart space. Ask your highest, wisest self, what do you need to learn, love, heal, or grow? Perhaps waiting for an answer. Re-deepen your breath if you've lost your commitment. Learning to love ourselves is an incredible challenge because not only do you need to step into the spaces of loving your bright, light, beautiful version of you, but also the darkness, loving the pieces of yourself that could be selfish, unkind, controlling. Because loving yourself isn't a halfway job, it's the light and the dark. If you're into Shavasana, beginning to roll to one side. Those in Shavasana, only as you're ready, finding your way to seated. Those in seated, gather your hand to your heart, bow your chin towards your chest. How would your life look different if you loved the light and the dark? If you knew that every piece of you deserved love, regardless of what that looked like? Take your thumb knuckles to your third eye, connecting your heart and intuition. To loving ourselves, we bow. Namaste. Namaste. Beautiful practice, friends. My name is Tam. If you have any questions about Rocket, Taylor, Sophie, and Matt and myself have both taken a couple of Rocket trainings. We're happy to help with anything you guys need. We have a 300-hour program that we just started. If you're a 200-hour teacher, you can take it to become a 500-hour teacher. If you're not a teacher, you can take every module but one to help deepen your practice, to deepen your self-study. The work that we do here is easy to get lost in EDM music and handstanding and advanced postures, and having fun is incredibly important to being an adult. But the self-study, getting to know yourself, that's how we create change, not just for ourselves, but the world that we want to see. And I think that we have a little bit of an obligation to step up for the world. If you have questions about anything, you're welcome to ask. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. Thanks, friends.